Hello. In this video, I am going to teach you how to play two games, give you instructions on how you should play these games with your friends and family, and then comment a little bit on how you're going to share this back with the rest of us in class. Everything you see on this video can also be found on a one-page document called What is a Game that is found on our Blackboard website. So, what are the two games? The two games I'm going to teach you how to play are Hands 1 and Hands 2. In each of these games, there are 4 players. You could be one of your 4 players, or you can get 4 other people to play it while you observe. They're very simple to play. To play the game, the players count to 3 and then either display a open hand or a closed hand. So we see here open hand and closed hand. And what they do is count how many other people have open hands, and that determines their score. So for example, suppose I'm playing the game with 3 other people. We count 1, 2, 3, open. I see my open hand, but that doesn't really matter. I look at the other 3 people and I see 2 of them with open hands. So I have an open hand. I see 2 other people with open hands, so I score 6 points. The 2 other people that have open hands, they look around and how many other people do they see with open hands? The answer is 2. So each of them does the exact same thing. They see their hand is open, they see 2 other people with open hands, so they score 6 points each. The last person, however, had a closed hand. This person looks around and sees 3 people with open hands, other people with open hands. So that person has a closed hand, they see 3 open hands, and therefore they only get 2 points. That's how you play the game. Ultimate simplicity. The only difference between Hands 1 and Hands 2 in terms of playing the game is the different point values in the scoring tables. You do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, open hand. 1, 2, 3, or closed hand. Okay, as you prefer. So, that's how you play the games. Here's what I want you to do with the 4 people that you're playing with, or the 4 people you're having play. You give them the sheet that describes Hands 1. You make sure that they do not see Hands 2. So they see Hands 1, the payoff, and you're going to have them play the game once as a practice round so they know how to play the game. Then you're going to play the game twice. From the end of the practice round, while they play the game twice, the 4 players are allowed to talk to each other about what they're going to do. And then at the end of the second round, they're going to total their points from the 2 rounds of play. So everybody can earn somewhere between 16 points all the way down to 4 points. That's the interval. That's all there is for them to play. Now, there's something else you have to do. You have to have prizes that coordinate with how many points the players get. These prizes can be very simple. Say a penny a point. So if someone who only has 4 points would get 4 pennies, and someone who has, say, 16 points would end up at 16 pennies. Or the prizes could be little pieces of candy where they get more candy when they have more points. So there's prizes that correspond to points. So everybody will get something. The question is, how much do they get? And maybe hopefully they want more of whatever you're giving them. If you want to give them more expensive things like $1 a point, you might get some really engaged players. I'd suggest you might consider that. So you've played Hands 1 twice. They've totaled their points. You've given out the rewards. And life is good. They're happy. They're saying this is kind of silly. But that's what I want them to do. Now what you're going to do is give them a slightly different instructions before you show them Hands 2. You tell them, now, when we play this second game, you're going to give them a few minutes to think about the game. They are not allowed to talk to anybody. So there's no more conversation between the players. And you're going to play the game exactly one time. You do this. And then you give out the rewards according to however many points the people earn. That's all you need to do with the game with your friends. What you then need to do on your own for class is to reflect on the common features and the differences between these two games. And then what we will do in our discussion board is collectively we will discuss and share electronically what these common and different features are. And in the end, hopefully, ideally, in a perfect class, we will have a good concept of what is a game. Thank you.